Hello everyone, this is Andre from SWL. Welcome to episode 23 of my series, the SWL DXing News Report. This episode was recorded on 29 March 2025. In this podcast, I talk about radio-related news, frequency changes, news stations, closures, and anything else that might interest DXers. An RSS feed link is available via Spotify. It is in the video description. This week's episode is dominated by news about VOA's demise and news that some US AGM stations might yet survive. I monitored many VOA and US AGM frequencies and report back on my findings. There is some good news though. There are some new shortwave programs from Brazil and Australia, and also some signals from Brazil that returned to the airwaves. I have 3 reception reports in this episode. And I share information about the new A25 shortwave schedules that kick in this weekend. I end, as usual, with a short HF propagation forecast. News in the radio world was dominated by the chaos engulfing VOA and other US AGM radio stations over the past 2 weeks. This followed an executive order by President Donald Trump of the United States on the 14th of March to terminate federal grants that sustain Voice of America and US AGM stations. This includes Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Radio Free Asia, and Radio Marti. All of this is part of sweeping efforts by Trump to downsize the US government. This move dealt a potentially fatal blow to the US government-supported media outlets. There has been much confusion since then, with many VOA and US AGM signals either going off air completely or playing holding music. Some stations that use transmitters owned by the United States, like Tinang and Greenville, were also affected. These include Radio Thailand, Radio Pilipinas, and KBS World Radio's Spanish transmission to South America. KBS World Radio briefly disappeared, but it returned again and it has moved to Wooferton. It is back on air. But Radio Pilipinas and Radio Thailand remain off air for now. Radio Thailand has announced that they will return soon. It's not clear what Radio Pilipinas will be doing. US AGM-funded institutions and stations affected by Trump's decree include all VOA signals in different languages: Radio Free Asia, Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, and Radio Marti. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, said on Thursday, 27 March, that the US AGM had revoked an order terminating its grant funding. This happened after the news outlet sued the Trump administration over the cuts, reports Reuters. RFE-RL was set up to reach people in communist-run countries during the Cold War. It said its funding agreement for 2025 was back in effect after the US AGM notified it on Wednesday that the order to terminate the funding had been revoked. This means that RFE-RL will probably return to the airwaves soon. RFE-RL broadcasts to countries in Eastern Europe and Central Asia. These include Russia and Ukraine. RFE-RL President and CEO Stephen Capus said, "This is an encouraging sign that RFE-RL's operations will be able to continue, as Congress intended. We await official confirmation from US AGM that grant funding will promptly resume, based on the intention expressed in last night's letter." Meanwhile, the BBC reports that the Czech Republic is also pushing for support to keep Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty running. Foreign Minister Jan Lipavsky said RFE-RL, which is based in Prague, is one of the few credible sources in dictatorships like Iran, Belarus, and Afghanistan. RFE-RL says it reaches a weekly audience of nearly 50 million people in 23 countries, including Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Afghanistan, and ex-Soviet republics in Central Asia. Radio Free Asia followed the RFE-RL lead on Thursday, 27 March, and also sued to block a move to cancel its funding. RFA in Korean appears to still be on air, but many of the other RFA signals are gone. The New York Times reports that RFA was established in 1996 after the Tiananmen Square events in Beijing. RFA publishes in 10 languages and used to reach an audience of nearly 60 million people in China, North Korea, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Myanmar. All VOA signals appear to remain off-air. According to reports on shortwave discussion forums, all VOA transmissions to Africa have been cut permanently, and there is still much uncertainty about other VOA transmissions. Meanwhile, Radio Marti, which transmits to Cuba, returned to the airwaves this past week. The US government reinstated 33 employees at the Office of Cuba Broadcasting, which is a federal news outlet critical of the island's communist government. These employees were reinstated on Thursday, 27 March. This move allowed the radio station's programming to resume. Radio Marti also went off-air after Trump's executive order on 14 March. It seems as if Radio Marti has returned to medium wave, but I don't have confirmation yet that it has returned to shortwave. It's worth monitoring its shortwave frequencies to check. RFE-RL, Radio Free Asia, Radio Marti, and Voice of America have relied for decades on funding from the US AGM. After Trump signed his executive order on Friday, the 14th of March, to cut their funding, Mike Abramovich, VOA's director, said he and virtually his entire staff of 1,300 people had been put on paid leave. That weekend, when Trump signed his executive order, many stations were still on air, but mostly playing old news bulletins or looping music. Since then, in my own monitoring, I have found that all VOA frequencies seem to have gone silent. Here are some frequencies and stations that appear to be completely gone, as monitored by myself on the 18th of March in Johannesburg, South Africa, between 1900 and 2000 UTC. VOA on 909 kHz on medium wave in English and Zimbabwean languages. VOA on 4930 kHz in English and Zimbabwean languages. VOA on 9485 kHz in Oromo. VOA on 12040 kHz in Oromo. VOA on 13765 kHz in Oromo. VOA on 15730 kHz in French. And VOA on 17700 kHz in French. On the 19th of March, between 1400 and 1500 UTC, I monitored a number of VOA signals to Asia that are always easy catches at my location in Johannesburg. They all seem to be gone. These are VOA Burmese on 9960 kHz, also 1187 and 1540 kHz. VOA Radio Ashna in Pashto on 12075 and 12140 kHz. And VOA Diwa Radio in Pashto on 9355, 9370 and 13590 kHz. Amidst all this bad news, there is also some good news. The producers of the DXing program Wavescan announced that Wavescan will be broadcast via Reach Beyond Australia beginning Sunday, March the 30th. Here is the schedule. To Japan at 22:30 UTC on Mondays on 17650 kHz. To India at 1400 UTC on Sundays on 11870 kHz. Of course, it will be possible to hear these frequencies across various areas in Asia and the Pacific. Wavescan can also be heard on Voice of Hope Africa, WRMI, and IRRS Milan. I also have a South African DX report on Wavescan every fourth Sunday of the month. Voz Missionaria from Camboriú in Brazil was off-air for several weeks in February. A listener reported to me that Voz Missionaria was off-air because of flood damage. In January, there was heavy rain in Camboriú, in the south of Brazil. A retaining wall that protects the three antennas for transmissions in the 49, 31, and 25 meter bands collapsed. And to make matters worse, the 49 meter band transmitter for the 5940 kHz frequency caught fire, and the transmitter was destroyed. It is a 10 kilowatt transmitter. During this period, therefore, only the 25 meter band transmitter, 11750 kHz, which is a transmitter of only 1 kilowatt, was on the air. But in February, 31 meters went back on the air because the transmitter was still intact and it could be reinstalled. This transmission antenna is back in place and the retaining wall has been rebuilt with strong stones, so it should be quite safe now. Radio Voz Missionaria is asking its contributors for funding to buy a new 49-meter transmitter. These cost around 350,000 reais, that is about $62,000 US. The forecast is that the 49-meter band transmitter for the 5940 kHz frequency might return to the air in April. Also in Brazil, Radio 9 de Julho on 9819 kHz was also off air for a few days around the end of February and the beginning of March, but it is back on air. And still in Brazil, some really good news. Radio Nacional da Amazônia from Sao Paulo will start with programs in English and Spanish from the 31st of March. RNA is a domestic Brazilian radio station targeting the vast Amazon region, reaching 60 million people in Brazil's Amazonian states. It is a station that is often heard in North America and Europe, and I also hear it very often here in South Africa. Many DXers have sent requests to the station to create an international program, which will happen now. There will now be a 10-minute segment daily in English and Spanish targeting audiences outside Brazil. In effect, this means that Brazil has returned to international shortwave broadcasting in languages other than Portuguese. This is very good news amidst all the bad news from the United States. The 10-minute segment will be called Radio Nacional International Service and is aimed specifically at international audiences. RNA can be heard on 11780 and 6180 kHz 24/7 daily. The English and Spanish segments will be daily at 2250. It is not clear whether this is Brazilian time or UTC time, but I assume it is Brazilian time. So the UTC time would be 0150. Best to check both these times on the 31st of March. The A25 shortwave schedules kick in this weekend on 30 March. As always, many frequencies will change. Some new stations or programs might emerge, and some stations might disappear. There is a link in the description of this video to the full HFCC schedule to help you identify your captures. Most shortwave listing sites usually take a week or two to update their databases. So in the meantime, you can use the link I am sharing with you. I am sure there might be some surprises, as there always are. I'm very excited to share not one, but 3 reception reports today from 3 different persons. When I started this podcast, one of my main aims was to share reception reports from DXers around the world. Please feel free to send me your reports. I provide my contact details at the end of this podcast. First, from Andrew in Dâmbovița County in Romania, and he used the XH data D109 on the 19th of February. Here are Andrew's captures. 5970 kHz, CRI in German, from Zhanjiang in China, SINPO 55555. 9420 kHz, CNR 13 from Lingxi, SINPO 54555. 9440 kHz, NHK World Radio from Ibaraki Koga, SINPO 33333. 9515 kHz, KBS World Radio in English from Kim Jai, SINPO 33333. 9560 kHz, NHK World Radio from Ibaraki Koga, SINPO 33333. 9620 kHz, All India Radio from Bengaluru, SINPO 55555. 9650 kHz, Voice of the Republic of Iran in Turkish from Sirjan, SINPO 55555. 9730 kHz, Voice of Vietnam from Hanoi, SINPO 55555. 9740 kHz, KBS World Radio in Spanish from Kim Jai, SINPO 33333. 9820 kHz, Voice of America in Kurdish from Biblis, SINPO 55555. 9900 kHz, Radio Cairo in Turkish from Abyss, SINPO 53434. 11560 kHz, Radio Free Asia in Korean from Dushanbe, SINPO 33333. 11800 kHz, NHK World Radio from Issoudun in France, SINPO 44444. 11935 kHz, Republic of Yemen Radio from Jeddah, SINPO 55545. 13630 kHz, Voice of America in Portuguese from Selebi Piqui in Botswana, SINPO 33323. 13830 kHz, Vatican Radio from Santa Maria di Galleria, SINPO 53455. 13860 kHz, Voice of America from Selebi Piqui, SINPO 33333. 15580 kHz, Voice of America from Selebi Piqui, SINPO 33323. And 17780 kHz, BBC World Service from Ascension, SINPO 23332. On the 17th of February, you also heard CRI in Russian on 15335 kHz from Kashi-Saibach, and this was with a SINPO of 5555. And on 11520 kHz, he heard Radio Dengue Gal from Tashkent. This was with a SINPO of 55555. You can find a link to Andrew's YouTube site in the description of this video. Now, a short report from Sebastian in northwest Germany near Lingen. He heard on the 4th of March the following stations. Radio Northern Star from Norway on 5895 kHz. This was at 1700 UTC with a SINPO of 25432. He says they play only music and he did not hear any talk except a station ID and the jingle. He says reception is relatively easy there in northwestern Germany where he is because the channel is clear and neighboring channels are clear. He heard this on the Chodosen DX286. He says he also heard Real Mix Radio from Finland at 6185 kHz. He says the best chance at his location is in the early morning hours when he can get it outdoors with a SINPO of 34232. He says this signal usually does not propagate to his location during the daytime, and it is very hard to get in the evening hours due to very strong co-channel interference. And then I have actually two reports, not one, from Goranko, from a village near Belgrade in Serbia. He sent one report for medium wave and one for shortwave. Here is his shortwave report. Radio France International on 21580 kHz at 11:35 UTC. This was on February the 23rd and February the 26th with an SIO of 555. He used a Golon radio. Follow the Bible Ministries on 11660 kHz at 1900 UTC on February the 23rd. This was with a Washiba radio, SIO 444. World's Lost Chance on 9330 kHz at 0545 UTC on February the 25th with a Washiba radio, SIO 222. He heard an anonymous pirate radio station on 4185 kHz at 0545 UTC on February the 20th, 2025. This was with a Golon radio, SIO 333. Channel 292 on 9670 kHz at 0600 UTC and 1100 UTC on February the 26th. Also with the Golon radio, SIO 333. Radio Romania International in Romanian languages on 9570 kHz at 1300 UTC on February the 26th with a Golon radio, SIO 555. Radio Vatican in Swahili on 13830 kHz at 1615 UTC on February the 26th. Also the Golon radio, SIO 555. He had an anonymous Arabic pirate radio station on 4185 kHz at 0645 AM on February the 26th with his Golon radio, SIO 333. And Radio Vatican on 15490 kHz with the Washiba radio at 1420 UTC on March the 1st, SIO 555. And here is his medium wave report on the Golon radio. Radio Kossuth from Hungary, 540 kHz, 1115 UTC, SIO 555. Bulgarian National Radio, 576 kHz, 1115 UTC, February the 27th, SIO 333. Radio Timisoara, 630 kHz, 1115 UTC on February the 27th, SIO 555. Radio Romania, Actualități, 756 and 855 kHz at 1115 UTC, February the 27th, SIO 555. It looks like Goranko was really jumping the bands very quickly, all at the same time, hearing all these signals. Radio Antena Satelor from Romania, 1314 kHz at 1115 UTC on February the 27th, SIO 444. Radio Nacional de España on 747 kHz at 600 UTC. This was on December the 15th already, SIO 222. And Vesti FM 1413 kHz at 0600 UTC, also on December the 15th, SIO 555. Thank you so much to these three DXers who sent me their reports, Goranko, Sebastian, and Andrew. To end, a brief propagation outlook based on forecasts from the NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center from now until 19 April. Solar activity is expected to be at R1, R2, that is minor to moderate, levels from now until the 19th of April. The past week has been quite active with some geomagnetic storms, and conditions are set to remain quite unstable. Active to major storm levels are expected between 4 and 12 April due to recurrent negative polarity coronal hole high-speed solar stream effects. Quiet to unsettled levels are expected for the remainder of the period. This is of course subject to change with any unexpected CME activity. As I have shown on my channel before, solar storms and unstable geomagnetic conditions can lead to radio blackouts, but sometimes also to quite unexpected captures of signals that you do not hear under normal circumstances. So my advice is to keep DXing, even when the ionosphere is very unstable. There is a link in the description of this podcast to a website called Ham Radio for Non-Techies with clear and simple propagation charts that you can refer to for the latest HF propagation conditions on a daily basis, as conditions can change quite unexpectedly. You will also find a link to the Australian Space Weather Prediction Center in the description of this podcast. That's all for today. Please send me your news items and reception reports so that I can share them here. If you would like to share reception reports, please tell me your location, the radio you used, the stations and frequencies you received, and please provide SINPO or SIO codes for the signals you received. You can contact me at andre9@duck.com with reception reports or any news you would like to share. That is ANDRE9 at duck.com. Happy listening, everyone.